Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we're currently correcting. We'll also be discussing breaking news: Binance under scrutiny for seizing Palestinian crypto funds. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. 44,000 Bitcoin worth $3 billion has been withdrawn from Binance thus far today. Craziness. I'll be breaking down what's really going on behind closed doors regarding this. We'll also be discussing breaking news: the Telegram CEO Pavel taken to court in Paris, and charges have officially been filed against him. We're also going to be discussing Bitcoin holdings of publicly listed firms increased to $20 billion in 1 year. I'll be breaking down this latest data. We'll also be discussing the SEC's next crypto target. Guess what? NFTs via the OpenSea marketplace. That's right. Max Kaiser says NFTs are unquestionably securities and that Gary is correct. Others say the SEC is targeting OpenSea 24 hours after Trump launches the new NFT collection is not a coincidence. Remember when Biden-Harris admin sent $243 million worth of the biddy to Coinbase immediately after Trump's proposal of a strategic Bitcoin reserve? Gary Gensler is not here to protect the investors. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin needs the equivalent of 1% of the global wealth assets to hit that seven-figure epic milestone of $1 million per Bitcoin, according to the on-chain analyst Willy Woo. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. Welcome everyone to the live stream. We're streaming live and in the flesh. We're on X, we're on Rumble, and we're on YouTube. If you guys can repost the stream as we continue to live the Bitcoin dream, greatly appreciated. Shout out everyone in the live chat. Shout out Adam. Shout out JBZ. Shout out Judson. Shout out Ricky. Shout out the Oracle, Greg. And congratulations to our one and only Oracle. She surpassed 1,000 followers on X, and her X account is blowing up. Make sure you're following the Oracle, the one and only. Adam, loving it. I have the very trippy dreams, says JBZ. Cheers. Judson, haven't been to Europe. The border. Chilling at the pool with my neighbors. McFoofinator, what it do? One is orange pilled, but the other keeps buying TEMU. Salam family. Assalamu alaikum, broski. Bitcoin to 25,000 in play. Then the Allah candle, 150,000 to a $370,000 guarantee, according to Muhammad. What up, Serge? What up, Chandy? What up, family? And speaking of Chandy, another brand new music video added to the kids collection. We're going to be premiering a little later on in the stream. Let's get it. Welcome, K Jammy Jam. Welcome back, brother. Can you set your clock, JV, compared to George, who is always late? Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, happy hump day, family. Let's freaking go.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Now, shout out everyone who's already reposted the stream. Always greatly appreciated. I just reposted everyone back. Digital Dankness, Charlene, I see got leftovers from yesterday. That's what's up. Thank you for sharing. Catherine Weaver, thank you. Blue Birds Unlimited, appreciate you as well. Anyone who reposts the live stream over on X, which you'll find pinned at the top of my profile with a quote, I promise to repost you during the stream. And even if you're watching after the fact, the replay, I'll go back and repost you regardless. So any comments or reposts with custom quotes will get reposted. You'll get shouted out, and I promise to also follow you back. So thank you guys. You're going to notice it pinned at the very top of the profile, and I'm going to be checking the feed throughout the entire stream. What up? Shout out Michael K in the building. Overkill 007. What up, brother? Welcome to the stream. 25 would be where the Bitcoin was about a year ago. That would hurt and flush a lot of the people out of the biddy. Yeah, I'm not so optimistic we retest the 28. I think that's insanity. I think if anything, we retest 49. That's a possibility. We're only 10,000 away. It's crazy the extreme volatility we're witnessing in the market, but it's to be expected. That's why I've been telling you guys, expect extreme volatility, precisely where we at. Shout out K-Jam. Appreciate all the reposts. You're always blowing up the feed. Respect, brother. And thank you. Much appreciated. You gotta keep them nippinating. And shout out Charlene. I posted on yesterday's show, Pavel is free. That's right, he's out of jail, but he sure as hell ain't free. They have all sorts of charges against him. I'm going to be updating you a little later, including one of the mothers of his children. He has a mother of 3 children who is claiming he abused the child. Allegedly, after he stopped paying $167,000 monthly child support. That was one of the stories, again, allegedly. Pretty freaking wild. Volatility is the heartbeat of the markets. That's right. Volatility equals the life force. Well said. Mark Wardlaw. Welcome, brother. Bought the dip. Congratulations. Anyone stacking them biddies? BlackRock wants your biddies. Saudi wants in at 32 G's. BlackRock will flush out every retailer they possibly can. And did you hear the breaking news? Binance seized roughly 44,000 Bitcoin worth $3 billion from Palestinians. Crazy. So what does that mean? Get all of your freaking crypto off the exchanges immediately. Never keep crypto on the exchanges. There's no benefit. Nacho keys, nacho cheese. We're going to be covering that story here in a little bit. We're also going to be covering on-chain analyst Willy Woo projecting how Bitcoin will likely hit $1 million per coin. Lawfare by the corrupt. That's right. Anything can be seized from you unless it's properly in self-custody. That means crypto on an exchange can be seized from you. ETFs can, Bitcoin exposure in an ETF can be seized from you. Gold can be seized from you. Dollars can be seized from you. Your property can be seized from you. They can seize your children. I saw a story Elon shared the other day, and it said the child wanted to become a transgender due to the influence of the school, and the parents were against it. They removed the child out of the parents' house. That's the kind of chaotic world we're living in right now. You can't make the ish up, family. The parent that can't afford the child shouldn't get the child and be able to extort the one that can afford them with government-forced child support. Exactly. They weaponize the judicial system very clearly. I know my broskies understand that. Shout out Dankness, what it do? Nacho cheese, nacho keys. 105 crystal clear with the zero humidity. And JV is caffeinated, JV. I just had a 8-ounce glass of the cup of joe along with my acai bowl for lunch. So I'm going to be going 1,000,000 miles per minute. Are you ready? Let me know. ETFs are the worst thing to happen to the biddy. Binance is done in my crypto world. Yeah, never keep crypto on any exchange, not just Binance, all of them. 1 Bitcoin a day will keep you from getting poor again. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. A biddy a day keeps the poor man away. And did you see Kamala's proposal to tax unrealized gains? Could you even imagine that? People actually vote for that thing? Wow, it's crazy. Not only that, but like double capital gains tax, more than double. Taxes are already like crazy. They're about to get way more crazy, like crazy, like unthinkable crazy. Binance is going to doom like a motherfucker as I buy the Bitcoin on my Trezor, but I lose then at see over and over again. Oh, well. And also there's a new, obviously, target from Gary Gensler and the SEC. They're going after OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace. We're going to be covering that here in a little bit as well. Nice. Atoms are good. No, apples are good. Just make sure they're not the artificial apples. They now even sell at Costco that Bill Gates manufactures that will poison you. Be very careful. Where do you recommend we use for our biddies? I mean, to buy a biddy, anywhere you can buy a biddy, but as soon as you buy the biddy, put it in cold storage. Don't keep a biddy on the exchange. Exchangers are not to be trusted. And the Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to what with. You know what I mean? You guys are awesome. Thank you, LT. Just reposted you, brother. Thank you, K-Jam. Just reposted you again, brother. Neocos just reposted you, brother. He put, here we go. Get the listening. That's right. We're going to be streaming at least for the next couple of hours. So spread the word. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. It's about to get lit. 25% unrealized gains tax. That'll have people move out of the country. Yeah. Only difference, it said, 25% unrealized gains tax, 45% capital gains tax, and then everything. Taxes are increasing. Eventually, you'll be taxed on the air that you're breathing. You want to stay alive, don't you? You're going to have to pay the tax. Crazy. It's like they put a gun to your head. Pay this or else. Damn it. But anyways, we're still stuck at around 60 G's. Go figure.
Bitcoin, 60 G's, 60 G's. Buying opportunity for fifth level 60 G's.
What do you think, JV? Here's what I think. I think the world's gone to ish, and Bitcoin is thy savior. I was watching Anthony Pompliano. They were thinking about taxing unrealized gains. It's mind-boggling. If that law actually goes through, oh my God. Everyone's just going to have fun being poor for the rest of their lives. Unless you're like a Bitcoin whale and you can afford it. It's pretty wild. You know what I mean? Anyone who owns a house is going to pay unrealized capital gains on a house that you haven't even realized the profit in. Meaning they're going to destroy your ability to save money. You're going to have inflation through the roof, hyperinflation potentially, and then you're going to have insane taxes across the board, unrealized gain taxes, insane 45% capital gains taxes, the most insane taxes we've ever seen. Taxation without representation, preach. Move to El Salvador. Now we're talking, brother. Now we're talking. Well, Hong Kong's proposal for the unrealized capital gains is for 100 million or more. Or, sorry, not Hong Kong, Kamala Harris. I don't know why I said Hong Kong. But anyways, family, keep the comments flowing. We're going to have a fun day here. Shout out Eric the Red and anyone else who already reposted or in the process of reposting the stream. Let's freaking go. Yeah, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. But first, if you're new to the channel, very important, smash those likes. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe to number one day of the Bitcoin pod, and hit that bell icon to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. Today is pod 1743. I'm your host, JV, and it's August 28, 2024. Happy hump day. Bitcoin doing a bit of a correction. As you can see, we did tap in the 57,000 range, had a little bounce back, but we're still down. We almost tapped 65 just the other day. Again, expect more extreme volatility. Considering it's post-halving, it's that time of the season. It's going to be a pretty lit year, in my opinion, but it's going to be extremely volatile. But anyways, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. You should be able to see right here on your screen, Coin 360, the Biddy down 4%, trading just above 59,300 at the time of the live stream. We have Ether down 2%, maintaining just above $2,500. We got Solana up down 6%, trading at 144 bucks. All the major altcoins correcting and in the red. And checking out CoinMarketCap.com, the current crypto market cap sits at a $2.08 trillion. So we're back on the decline. Bitcoin market cap all the way down to $1.1 trillion. Insane. 102 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Volume's up about 52% of the day. Bitcoin dominance is a flat even 56%, with the Ether dominance a 14.5%. And checking out top gainers within top 100, we have Dogs. Shout out Nipsey, up 20%. Immutable up 3.5%, and Aave up 2%. Below that, very modest gains, virtually nothing really in the green for the day, as the majority of the market is bleeding and in the red, because when Bitcoin corrects, the rest of the market goes along with it for the ride. And checking out crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the daily. Virtually everything in the red and correcting, minus Dogs. Again, this is a big victory for Nipsey today, so shout out to the Nipinator. Maybe we'll get a Nipinator indicator later on in the stream. And zooming out on the monthly, womp womp, Rex today, maybe 5% of the alts even in the green, but most of them down 20+%, some 30-40%. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, today we're rated a 30 in fear. Yesterday 48, last week 26, last month 74. And checking out time chain calendar, let's see what particular block we're at as of right now at the time of this live stream. We're currently on Bitcoin block number, survey says 858,861. The next Bitcoin halving scheduled to take place most likely in April of 2028. And the current conversion, here's how many Satoshis you get for $1. How many Satoshis do we get for $1? Typically, the website updates by now, but it's making me look like an idiot. So if someone can break that down for me, let me know. I don't know what's going on the website. Usually it'll tell you, but we'll check back later. It's all good in the hood. But anyways, family, welcome everyone just joining the stream. Next, we'll be pulling up some technical analysis. I'll pull up some of the live charts and we'll check out where we're likely to head next. Welcome everyone on the live stream. Let's freaking go. JKH was popping. Awful couple of the biddy days. Let's hope for a change of the direction ASAP. Rocky. Thank you, Ricky Norwood. Glenn Beck did a whole whiteboard on it. Follow him on the tube. Shout out Judson. KJ Jam. I already paid my capital gains tax, but I shorted the state of California. Smart man. Very smart to short the state of California. California, what's going on? Pure insanity out there. And I have California dear to my heart. I grew up there for 4 years of my life. Roughly 580. Thank you. So are you saying $585 you're a Satoshi millionaire? Dankness at the current conversion rate? Not too shabby. No, 100 million invested is, say, the stock market. Income is taxed as income tax, not capital gains. Gotcha. Dollars, USD, that is. Who cares about a roaring kitty, boring kitty? I'm for the bitty, I'm for the nippinator, I'm for Nipsey.
Not for the weirdo Kit Kat.
Yes, that's a good question, Charlene. So regarding the crypto greed and fear index, it's actually quite simple. The lower we are in extreme fear, the more likely of a pump, and the higher we are in extreme greed, the more likely of a dump. And that's really all you need to know. And the metric is pretty significant because it's pretty accurate. So that's why we cover it so often here in the stream. But great question. I just reposted that. And thank you. Crypto Dingo put, if you're just waking up to all the BS, then head to the best, most censored Bitcoin stream there is. And the only and the best of the best, J to the motherfucking stack and V. Greatly appreciate the kind words. Crypto Dingo just reposted you, brother. Shout out Devon. Just reposted you as well. Charlene also shared these tax policies are for real. These people are extremely smart. Don't think they won't come and get you. 100%. And what we're talking about is insane amount of taxes from the Democratic Party. They're trying to increase taxes across the board. Shout out JC, the one and only Oracle. And again, congrats on smashing 1,000 followers on X. Make sure you guys are all following JC Ice. That's their username over on X. And make sure to follow all our moderators. We greatly appreciate their service each and every day. We do a 2-hour stream 7 days a week, 365 days per year. And they're always here. And they're always sharing and helping us out. The unrealized capital gains tax is households worth more than 100 million, but it'll still be an awful idea because they're allowed to do that. For the wealthy, what's to stop them for going for the exactly? Yes, 1 million sats should be around $595. Less than $600, you're a Satoshi millionaire, family. Muhammad says XRP to the zero, Solana to the zero. Cardano. Oh yeah, Charles Hoskinson, breaking news. He's missing. Some say he's maybe been kidnapped. We don't really know. It's all speculation, but they say he hasn't been seen in 4 days. If you don't know, Charles Hoskinson is the founder of Cardano. If you guys have any insights on that, let me know. Hit the like, shit, bunch of degens. Thank you, BZ, for the reminder. Meta's Dow to 2 Gs, baby. ICP 5 Gs. ETH 15 Gs, according to Muhammad. They will go after anyone who can make money for their investments. Bookkeeping on unrealized gains would be awful. Awful, I tell you. Well, will they give us the right to write off unrealized losses? I mean, it would only be fair. Bitcoin at 370,000. Amen. Call it whatever you want. Taxation is theft. Tell them, MJ. Sounds sus. Boating accident. There you go. You already know. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. Already 500 people on the stream. Always greatly appreciated. This is a live and interactive stream. If you haven't noticed, we check with the chat and go interact in between every story I share with you guys. At the end of the stream, we'll do an hour Q&A session. So make sure to join us on the YouTube direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net. And that way you can interact in chat. It's fun. It's lit. Let's make it happen. But anyways, now for some live not Q&A, but the TA, the astrology for the broskies. And we'll also be pulling up some of the live charts. This particular headline reads, can Bitcoin get a green monthly close above 64.3? All eyes on 64.3 right now. There's only, I think, 3 days left of the month, so it's not looking likely, but we all know anything is possible with the biddy. Bitcoin's summer lull could finally come to an end with a bullish breakout if it manages to close the month of August in the green. To close August in the green, the Bitcoin price needs a monthly close of above 64.3, which is roughly, what is that, 4,000, 5,000 from today's price action, which could require an overall 7% rally. That's right. While the monthly candle close is difficult to predict, Bitcoin's recent price action is a positive sign, according to Bitfinex analysts who shared the following. Bitcoin reclaiming recently lost key levels like 64 Gs, baby, and 61.5 are bullish signs. The current market is still illiquid, and we continuously have the low volume, volatile moves. The current move lower is an unwinding of perps and spot long positions that had entered the market before the Jackson Hole conference. Yeah, so Bitcoin price has been struggling to trade above that 60,000 psychological resistance, and the world's first crypto is now down over 12% on the monthly chart. So there you go, another bearish month. We had June, July, and August all bearish. I predict September, October, November, December, next 4 months, bull season. Let me know your thoughts on that. Now, analysts warn that the lack of liquidity characteristic of the summer could carry into September bull and bring downside volatility and make it a September bear. Thus, Bitcoin will struggle to overcome 63.9 resistance, according to Bitfinex analysts, who shared the following alongside the chart. Price is a reflection of the historical market transactions. We must look under the hood. Price rallied up to the short-term hodler realized price of around 63,900 currently, and thus we also some profit taken from the short-term hodler cohort. Now, Bitcoin's average returns for the month of September were negative roughly 5% since 2013. Now, Bitcoin's price remains range-bound between 58 and 64 amid the summer of liquidity. However, a period of the lower interest rates could trigger the Bitcoin parabolic run, according to Christian Hapalapapapapa, the structured products lead at Nexo, quoting him here. And what a beautiful name. Should lower interest rates come into effect to create a strong tailwind for the Bitty, then the bull market may only be taking a breather now before the intense growth returns in early to mid 2025. Investors are increasingly expecting an interest rate cut from the Fed at its upcoming meeting, September 18th. A couple of weeks out. And according to the latest data from the CME Fed Watch tool, the odds of a 25 basis point rate cut currently stand at 65.5%, while the odds of a 50 base point cut are 34.5%. And checking out some of the live chart action, Jackson. Let me switch up the scene so it could look so fresh and so clean. There you go. So you should be able to see live chart action brought to you by TradingView via Coinbase. You can see we're currently hovering just above 59,100-ish. We do have some targets on the 1 hour chart. The bull target is currently at 62.6. The bear target, I mean, we do have two bottoms currently already in play, and it looks like the bottom was $57,800. And zooming out from here, we'll check out the 4 hour and we'll go wider. Here we go. 4 hour chart, live and in the flesh. Look at that big red candle we experienced yesterday, unfortunately. We're looking to just recover, but we're maintaining. Will we continue to go down and retest the lower levels? The most recent bottom in the past, whatever how long it's been, a very long time, has been 49,000, which we tapped maybe a week or two ago. So as you can see, you probably can't see it on your side of the chart because it's so far the left. But nonetheless, we're maintaining at 59. We're either going to break back above 60 and challenge that 64,000 level we need for the monthly close, or we're likely to just continue to start correcting even lower and retesting the lower, support levels. So let me know where you think we'll go from here, and we'll get some broader perspective as well. Here's the 1 day chart, which shows us, the last couple of days, unfortunately, been pretty rough. But prior to that, Friday, we had a big green candle pump. So you never know. We do have a target as well on the daily chart. You can see on your screen sitting all the way down at 47.7. So you got to keep that in mind. There's a possibility if we keep going lower and we break the current low of 49, then 47.7 is the likely area to be tested, as pointed out here on the daily chart. We'll also check out the weekly, which is typically the most bullish of them all. Mirror on the wall, which chart is the bullish of them all? And they said the weekly chart. JV, he just shared it. We looked at the target and said, whoa, 125,000. You conceded cup and handle target. A little slick Rick montage there, but nonetheless, I digress. And we're also going to check out the 1 month chart, and we'll see where we look, how we looking. Mirror on the wall. Yeah, so sideways trading action again. Last 3 months have been pretty bearish overall, but I think entering September, we may have a bull month following for the rest of the year, potentially, but there's no guarantee with the Bitty. Expect more extreme volatility. and respect my authority like a fat Cartman. Just saying. But there you go, yo. What are your thoughts? Are we likely to tread lower, retest highs? Let me know where you think the biddy price will likely take us next. And welcome everyone to the live stream. We already got over 600 viewers here. So respect. We're on X, we're on Rumble, we're on YouTube. We're streaming live. Appreciate you guys. Anyone who repost the stream, you're going to notice it pinned at the top of the profile. It's always greatly appreciated. So for example, when you go to Crypto News Alerts on X, notice it at the very top, 17 hearts, 12 reposts. We got to get those reposts up. The more reposts we get, the more of the masses we can orange pill. The goal is to get at least a couple of thousand live viewers on the stream before the end of the stream. We still got quite a bits to go, at least another 90 minutes. So share the stream. Could you read my last comment? It might help, fam. Abso-frickin-lutely. Just give me a second to pull it up. So here we go. Comments. JV, remind the fam, if they don't convert their crypto to dollars, they don't need to worry about the capital gains taxes. If you trade and want to stay in crypto, I suggest using a stablecoin pegged to the dollar. Great point. Unless they start taxing you on unrealized gains, then they can do anything they want. But you're right. If you keep your Bitcoin and don't sell it and you hodl and you follow the 10 Bitcoin commandments, which that's like commandment number 1, thou shalt hodl, then you don't have to worry about capital gains taxes. That's why we hodl. You know what I mean? And eventually you'll probably be able to borrow against your Bitcoin. And then you'll never have to sell and pay taxes on them unless they pull off some shenanigans like Kamala is trying to do right now and just force you to pay taxes regardless if you have gains or not because they're criminals. Drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. The Oracle says all the markets are reacting to the Warren Buffett. Oh, yeah. Warren Buffett's selling a lot of stocks and has a lot of money in cash. That means they know they're crashing the markets and they're getting ready. So true. He sold it all. Here comes the bank insolvency I've been telling you about. I'm with you on that, Oracle. I'm paying attention. JV, yep, 100%. Let's go. Yeah, JV, a lot of energy. You are watching on a caffeinated JV day. That's right. I've been going and getting some coffee. Hodl. Kamila. Yeah, that's right. The Kamila. What up, Chris? What up, Short? What's up, rest of the fam? But yeah, yo, welcome to the stream. Everyone just joining us. Let's continue with the news, shall we? Up from the nap, and there's JV. Shout out to the Auto Man. What up, man? Yeah, next story, eh? So here we go. Let's discuss big news. The largest exchange in the world just seized all of Palestinians' assets, according to the rumors. I'm trying to dispel some of the rumors, but it's pretty sus. And another reminder, take all of your crypto off the exchanges ASAP. Trust nobody. No exchange. Headline here reads, Binance under scrutiny for seizing Palestinian crypto funds. Yeah. Max says, I wish Palestine had taken my advice in 2013. They could have bought Israel by now. Bitcoin has no riba. When I pitched this to some mullahs, they scoffed. Should Palestine switch from the shekel to the Bitcoin in their central bank, add Bitcoin to the reserves? And he actually shares the article source where he wrote it. And this is off the back of the news. Breaking! Cryptocurrency exchange Binance has seized all Palestinian assets at Israel's request. And you guys don't think that the government can seize all of the Bitcoin ETF BTC Max has been warning you about since the inception of the ETF? You really put that past them that they wouldn't do that? Think again. Anything's possible with these mofos. Someone posted 44,000 Bitcoin worth 3 million has been withdrawn from Binance so far today. Binance stands with Israel. Binance stands with genocide. Keep boycotting. And this is according to Salama Ahmed. And my apologies, I can't pronounce the name, right? I'm not from the Middle East. And someone else wrote, FUD. Only a limited number of user accounts linked to illicit funds were blocked from transacting. So this is the Binance CEO saying it was all FUD. There's no need to panic. We got it under control. He's saying it wasn't all of them, but only those linked to illicit funds were blocked. Meanwhile, who do we trust? But let me continue reading it. There have been some incorrect statements about this. As the global crypto exchange, we comply with international accepted anti-money laundering legislation, just like any other financial institution. We'll continue to educate users on how to safely and securely transact on our platform. Want to know how to safely transact on any exchange? Move your crypto to cold storage. Not your keys, not your coins. I highly doubt this mofo is going to teach you how to self-custody. So just pointing out the obvious. Most importantly, we hope for lasting peace throughout the region. Yeah, you're hoping for lasting peace as you just stole $3 billion worth of Bitcoin from Palestinians? Go F yourself, Richard Tung. Mofo. I don't trust these mofos at all. Do you trust these mofos? I didn't even get into the story yet, and I don't trust them. But anyways, Binance seized crypto from Palestinians as per the request of Israel, according to sources from prominent industry executive Ray Youssef. I trust this guy 100 times more than the CEO of Binance, just FYI, family. Co-founder of Paxful and CEO of Noon's peer-to-peer platform took on X August 26 report that Binance confiscated funds from Palestinians upon the Israel Defense Forces. Quoting him here, Binance has seized all funds from Palestinians as per the request of the IDF. They refused to return the funds. All appeals denied, including a letter from the Israel authorities passed by Binance. And he argued that the measure affected all the Palestinians, predicting that other countries like Lebanon and Syria are likely to come next. You've been warned, quoting him again. All Palestinians are affected by judging by the way things are going by the Lebanese and the Syrians. We'll get the same treatment. Not your keys, not your coins. How many times have you heard that catchphrase before? This is pod episode 1743, so I'm going to estimate you've heard it at least 1,743 times. According to Youssef sources, Binance referred to a letter signed November 2023 by Israel's National Bureau of Counter-Terror Financing, Paul Landis, in response to Palestinian users who appealed to restore the blocked funds. All appeals were denied. And written in Hebrew, the letter mentioned that the anti-terrorism laws allow the Minister of Defense to issue a temporary seizure of property of a declared terrorist organization, including crypto. Quoting the letter, according to the anti-terrorism law, cryptographic currencies that have been transferred by a declared terrorist organization constitute property of a declared terrorist organization and cryptocurrency wallets to which has been transferred. The letter further stated that the Ministry of Defense should order the confiscation of the oh my freaking God, for which the seizure order was issued. Again, they can take anything from you, family, especially crypto on the exchange. It's like a sitting duck. They just take it from you without your permission. They don't need your permission. You don't even own it to begin with. Not your keys, not your cheese, big dog. And according to communication from Binance, the crypto trading platform only restricted certain accounts. Well, if you genuinely took 3 billion, which are the numbers here, I highly doubt you cherry-picked some accounts. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And I don't trust nothing coming from these mofos. If it ain't CZ, I don't trust you, fake Binance CEO who took over after CZ got in prison and had to pay $4.3 billion to the Department of Justice and Gary Gensler's goons. Just saying. And I speak for the entire crypto community. I'm channeling right now, family. This is our frustration we're feeling. When asked to confirm or deny the report, Binance shared that the restrictions affected insignificant amount of users. Yeah, I don't trust nothing coming from Binance or whatever. Again, as we get more updates on the story, we'll share more. But biggest picture here, don't keep your crypto on the exchange. There's no benefit. And this is not benefiting you whatsoever. Just FYI. Read the Bible for the spoilers. Spoilers. You must mean spoilers. The only reason Pavel is free is the UAE stopped their order for 70 billion worth of jets. You know what's messed up? Is his name Macron or Macron? I don't know. The guy with the transgender husband. Yeah, that guy, the French man that runs France. He invited Pavel to France for a sit down. He set him up. And then he arrived in France on his private jet in handcuffs, and then they took him and detained him. So F Macaroon or Macaron and his transgender lover. F them both. No trust. Most likely over the Damascus zone. I don't even know what a Damascus is. Most likely. I don't really know. But it is pretty sus. French authorities let him go after detaining him probably illegally and unlawfully for so long. And now they have charges against him. We're going to be discussing that here coming up. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's actually our next story of the day. So we'll dive deeper into some of those allegations, what's really happening. I thought CZ's wife was taking control. Hey, you want to know what? I trust CZ. I don't know what it is. I just trust the man. I feel like I have a good intuition of who to trust and who not to trust. I've never had any suspicions against CZ ever. I always thought he was humble. He cared about the crypto community. He cared about the people. And then they make examples of those who are unwilling to sell their soul. They imprison them. They shake them down and extort them. It's a racket. It's called RICO. Just like the mafia. Same difference. They put a gun to your head. CZ, you're worth 40 billion. Give us 4.3 of that billion. We're just going to put you in jail for 6 months. Don't worry. We're going to replace you with a CEO already working and colluding with us. How's that sound? Like CZ has a choice. You know what I mean? Damascus is the oldest inhabited city. In which country is that? Funds are not SAFU. If you're gaining value, smash the likes. I appreciate it. Shout out everyone on the stream right now. And again, anyone repost this, I'm going to repost it. Shout you out, all that good stuff. Bitcoin is the future of money. Thank you, Cecile. Appreciate that. I just reposted your repost. That's why they got rid of CZ and put in a soft shoe CEO who can do the kind of she's without 100%. You know, a real recognize real. Charlene gets it. Did SBF say, don't worry, even as he was sitting in a cell? He sure did. He even told everyone, don't worry if your crypto's on our exchange. It's perfectly safe. Nothing to worry about. Within 24 hours, we're filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Ha, 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 ha. See, yeah, so, yeah, you already know. We don't trust SBF. But anyways, yeah, Trump just accused the Biden administration of complicity in the what? Not surprised. Why am I not surprised, Oracle? They call me Mystic Mac. I predict these things. Quoting my Conor McGregor there. Speaking of Conor.
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, eh? Back at home with your wife.
It's
a celebration. People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, and I talk.
But guess what? I back it up. I back it up. Exactly. You know how we do.
Kitty cat, a kitty cat, I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats, ain't no thing, baby, it's
The chance to stack those sats, chance to stack those bitties. Yeah. If you can't trust the largest exchanges in the world, you can't trust any of them. FTX was the second largest crypto exchange in the world out of nowhere. I think it took them 3 years to go from zero to the wealthiest, most successful, second most next to Binance, of course, because Binance had many years on them being the largest globally. But if Binance can seize your funds through the government letter from Israel or whatever, and then FTX can say your funds are safe, 24 hours later file Chapter 11 bankruptcy, none of them can be trusted. You understand that by now, right? It doesn't matter how big the exchange is. It doesn't matter if Steph Curry and LeBron James recommend the exchange. It's all irrelevant. In fact, run for the hills when a celebrity is promoting something, because 9 out of 10 times, I'll let you finish the blank. Fill that in. You guys should check your Magog war, because it will happen very soon. What is a Gog Magog? I don't even know what that means, bro. That is why you use them on and off ramps to get your biddies into the cold. Yeah, exactly. An exchange is just an on ramp and an off ramp. It's not designed to hold in custody your biddy. If you're foolish enough to think they're trustworthy, you're going to be foolish enough to realize you've been scammed. Sorry, but you've been warned. But let's continue, fam. Already 900 people on the stream. Greatly appreciate y'all. Big news. Here's the latest with the Telegram CEO. We're going to be breaking it down pound for pound. The #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Let's go. So yeah, this headline reads, breaking, Telegram CEO Pavel taken to court in Paris. That's right. Telegram founder CEO Pavel was taken to the court custody on August 28th. Today, according to several reports, the Russian news agency RIA Novosti reported that he was taken to the court at around 1 p.m. UTC. The French news agency Agence France Presse, better known as AFP News, confirmed this report, citing a source close to the case, stating that Pavel is heading to the Paris court as his initial detention period ends. And earlier in the day, RIA Novosti correspondent reported that the two cars with the flashing lights left the National Anti-Fraud Bureau in the suburbs of Paris at high speed, where the Telegram CEO was supposed to be held. As Mario Naval breaks out here, Telegram CEO Pavel taken to the court in Paris. 2 cars with the flashing lights were spotted leaving the anti-fraud bureau in Paris suburbs, while the Telegram CEO was reportedly detained. Now, they also reported that Pavel appeared before the investigating judge, who may decide to charge him. Quoting him here, the investigation judge stopped the detention of Pavel and brought him in for the first interrogation and possible presentation of charges, according to sources. Now, the Telegram founder was arrested at the airport in Paris on August 24th after the president invited him for a sit-down. It sounds like they set him up, but what are your thoughts? French prosecutors subsequently issued a statement on his arrest August 28th. The prosecutor said that Pavel was taken into custody as part of a judicial investigation against an unnamed person on multiple charges. Oh, great. An unnamed, invisible person that allegedly he committed crimes against. How many times have we heard this story, gentlemen? Now, including conspiracy with illegal activities, refusal to communicate with the authorities, money laundering, criminal association, and providing cryptology service without prior declaration. The French authorities mentioned that the prosecutors intended to question Pavel as part of the investigation and intended the time frame for his custody to a maximum possible period of 96 hours from August 25th to the 28th. So it sounds like they actually detained him for the maximum hours possible. The current detention period reportedly expires today at 6 p.m. And in addition to potential charges from the investigative judge, the Paris prosecutor's office is expected to issue a statement on Pavel's arrest later in the day. And I'm going to share one more story regarding him. I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I saw trending earlier on X that his baby mama of 3 children, and it may be one of his many baby mamas. I hear theories that he has a lot of children with different wifeys, but nonetheless, I'm going to read you what it said according to the news report. So let me just pull it up. Here we go. Telegram CEO, and I'll show it to you so you see I'm not making it up. And this is from Mario Naval, reputable, news creator, content creator. This is what it says. Telegram CEO Pavel faces domestic abuse charges in Switzerland. He has been accused of domestic abuse in Switzerland, according to a civil lawsuit filed by Irina Bolgar, the alleged mother of his 3 children. Filed in Geneva, March 2023, the lawsuit claims Pavel physically abused one of their children. Bolgar's lawyer stated Pavel did not contest the court's decision to grant her custody of their children. The lawsuits were reportedly filed after Pavel ceased paying $167,000. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Paying 167,000 euros per month in child support. What kind of child needs 167,000 euros? Jesus Christ. A matter that remains under dispute. Here's a picture of him and his beautiful family. Do you believe these allegations that he's abusing one of his children after he stops making a 167,000 euro payment to the ex? Sounds outlandish. I mean, if you're to ask me, it sounds like Matrix Attack 101. But I want to know your thoughts, family, surrounding the Telegram CEO. Do you think he's being set up because he refused to give backdoor access to the Fed? Is that what this is all really about? Let me know your thoughts. I'll read your comments out loud. Let's freaking go. JV Unhinged. Caffeinated JV don't play. You know what I mean? Yes, Siamano. That's why I mentioned the future of Democus. It has to happen. Today, if you ask West people, what is the third temple most likely? They say no idea. The third temple. Temple or temple? What are we talking there? My understanding, everything is in place. They just have to build. The UAE told the French government that they wouldn't buy the jets worth $70 billion unless they let Pavel go. Oh, good. And drop the charges. That's what's up. Few more things must occur, Siamano. Not there just yet, but it is close. TZ was very wise to give a good guy in the impression. Read some of the Molly White's research or watch the Crypto Critics Corner. Thank you, Diana Jones. Everything else is RDY. Ready? Just need the place of the place. 167,000 a month. Oh my God. Getting rinsed. Yeah. So let me guess. If he would have kept paying the 167,000 in euros to the baby mama wouldn't have submitted allegations that he abused the child. It's just so sus that when he stops making the payment, all of a sudden the allegations come out that he's allegedly abusing a child. I just don't buy it. What about you, gentlemen? Yo, everyone just caught the live, and it's going on fire. Shout out, Matt Baker. We just got a lot of hot topics of conversation that are very dear to my heart, especially when men are being extorted. You know what I mean? That hits a chord within my heart when men get extorted by corrupt forces of evil. You know what I mean? Damascus. Am I saying it that bad? Damascus? There, I think I'm getting it better. Forever, Laura, it's going up. Yo, everyone. That's right. Let's ask Michael Saylor. What's the second best crypto, Michael?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, and you think that's a lot. How much in child support do you think Jeff Bezos is paying? I know about that, JV. I think a lot of the broskies do. Lies, 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 lies. Any proof? Nope, just words. Exactly. They don't need evidence. They don't need proof. They don't even got to tell you who the alleged victim is. It's a mystery. It's a ghost. His name is Casper. He's not real in this dimension, but allegedly he exists in the astral realm. And Casper has told me you laid hands on him. A ghost? It doesn't matter if he's a ghost. He has a real soul, JV. How dare you? It's like we're living in the Twilight Zone, bros. Dudes that fight for freedom. Greedy, of course. Too masculine. Anyways, I digress, yo. Let's continue with the stream of the news. Welcome, everyone just joining. August 28, 2024. We still got a lot more to share. We just covered the latest with the Telegram CEO. We discussed the Binance exchange ultimately stealing all the Palestinians' crypto. What else can we share today? Hopefully some good news coming. Yeah, absolutely. At the pool with the McFoofinator. Shout out Top Hat Dan. So you guys are living together or something? How are you with the McFoofinator? Homies, still have $10 a day going into the biddy. Slow and steady. Tell my other buddy Mohawk to stop eating out and buy the biddy. Yeah, stop wasting money like on Uber Eats. Stop that. I didn't extort my ex for my kids. Women who do that are exactly and unwomanly. Agreed. And just to be clear, not all women do that. There's still good women out there like the Oracle, like all of our moderators, like the Short Coin, like, of course, Chandy and the rest of the fam. But there are women who are opportunists that will ultimately use their children as they'll weaponize their children through the corrupt judicial system to extort the man. This is very common. Very common with people with higher net worths, celebrities, athletes, NBA players, NFL players, people that have those $10 million contracts, $100 million. You're pretty much going to get targeted. It's pretty much a guarantee. So be very careful out there, gentlemen. JB, I tag you on X on my last post. Thank you, LT. I'm going to check right now. Anyone who reposts the stream is going to get reposted. So let's see. Charlene says, be kind and fair to somebody you don't like today. It's easy to be nice to people. Get off your high arse and be kind to the worst meanie you can find today. Thank you, Charlene. Good advice there. It's not always easy to do, but it feels good when you do it, right? Shout out Melda. Sorry to be late. Apology accepted. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just reposted it. Zach Essam, all right, fam, you know what to do. Tune in live. Just reposted you, Zach Essam. Greatly appreciated, brother. It's Silk Boxers night. Hey, Chandy, maybe you can make a new jam. How dare you, Charlene? So where is Chandy? I didn't see her yet either. So hopefully she pops on the stream. We're going to be premiering another music video that she created today for the kiddos. One of the kiddie jams. Hopefully you guys liked our Bitcoin Kids Jam we dropped the other day. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's keep it moving, eh? Welcome everyone to the stream. Chandy, I will pay your plane ticket and hotel if Bitcoin hits 100,000 for the big party in Puerto Rico. BOA Tarde, eh? Hey, regulators, we regulating. Anyways, next story. Okay, let's discuss this $20 billion inflow, eh? Headline reads, Bitcoin holdings of publicly listed firms increased to 20 billion in 1 year. That's right, at least according to this report. Bitcoin holdings of the publicly listed companies have increased by almost 200% in a year, from $7.2 billion to $20 billion. Bitbo data shows the 42 publicly listed companies hold 335,249 biddies, worth roughly $20 billion. And according to the investment manager, Nickel Digital Asset Management, the amount of the biddy publicly traded firms held a year ago was worth $7.2 billion, which is 177.7% increase. 777 means jackpot, baby. Into the biddy. And yeah, so here are the publicly traded firms. You got MicroStrategy, 226,500 Bitcoin on the balance sheet, worth 13.5 billion. You got Marathon, 24,000, almost 25,000 biddies. Tesla, 9,700 biddies. Hut 8, 9,000 biddies. Riot, 9,000 biddies. These are a lot of the Bitcoin miners. Coinbase, 9,000 biddies. That's Coinbase Global. Galaxy Digital, 8,000 biddies. Block, 8,000 biddies. CleanSpark, 7,000 biddies. Bitcoin Group, 3,800 biddies. Hive, 2,300 biddies, and Voyager, 2,200 biddies. Now, the trend started with business intelligence firm MicroStrategy buying over 21,000 BTC, which started this trend back in August of 2020, making Bitcoin the primary treasury reserve asset. Shout out to the Giga Chat. And as of August 2024, the business intelligence firm increased its holdings to 226,500 biddies. And because the company's interest in holding Bitcoin has increased, Nickel Digital commissioned a survey to learn more about how the institutions feel about holding the asset. And during the study, researchers approached 200 institutional investors and wealth managers in the United States and the United Kingdom, Germany, Singapore, Switzerland, Brazil, and the UAE. The results show 75% of the organizers already invested into the crypto space believe publicly listed companies should hold the biddy. Meanwhile, 26% of the survey participants strongly supported the biddy's use case as a reserve asset. Meanwhile, Nickel Digital also highlighted that the survey participants, who collectively manage 1.7 trillion worth of the assets, expect stronger growth in the number of the Bitcoin held by the publicly traded companies. And of the survey participants, 58% believe 10% more of the listed companies will hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet in the next 5 years. And 8% of the survey participants predicted 25% or more of the public firms will add the biddy to the balance sheet within the next 5 years. Meanwhile, Nickel CEO, founding partner, and Tully believes that the results highlight how the institutional investors see the long-term value of the biddy. Quoting him here, institutional investors and wealth managers are clearly seeing the long-term value in having listed companies initiate the exposure to the digital assets as part of their reserve allocation, thus mitigating the risks of the currency debasement. Precisely. Now, the 335,249 Bitcoin that public companies currently hold represent only 1.6% of the Bitcoin total supply, which we all know is capped at 21 million. There's probably 5 to 6 million biddies that are going to be frozen and never move ever again, like 1.1 million held by Satoshi's wallets. And you already know, if you don't know, now you know, there's a finite limited supply of the biddy. And there you go. Welcome, everyone. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Read the Bible. Start from John. If you don't know where to start, how about we start with Genesis, the first book? My cousin in Saudi wants in at 32 G's per the biddy. Well, he better keep praying to Allah, because only Allah can make that happen. And 25,000 per Bitcoin, eh? A recession is coming. When it hit, you are not prepared. Trust God. Cheers, Siamano. Always have faith in God. You're a professional reader, JV. I'm definitely a professional. Take this very serious. Very, very serious. Yeah, so welcome everyone to the live stream. We're about to dive into the bullishness, actually. Of course, we always save the best for last. Actually, more breaking news. Our next story is going to be the SEC targeting OpenSea and going after NFTs, alleging they're unregistered securities, which is the next target of No Hair Gare, Mr. Gary Gensler. And then we'll dive into the bullishness, which is the one, how Bitcoin will likely hit $1 million, according to on-chain analyst, one of my faves, Willy Woo. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. We can giggle now. Don't get liquidated. That's right. You don't want to be liquidated. It sucks being liquidated, yo. Shout out to the Nippinator. Nippinator says hi. Show the mascot some love. I'm sorry. Show my sidekick some love. Nipsey boy. We may get a Nippinator indicator whenever we hit the bottom. So we'll soon find out. Started from the bottom, now we here. JV, you have caffeine, or is that a bunch of... I don't drink sugar. I had a 8-ounce coffee earlier. Black. No sugar, no cream. None of that wussy-ish. You know what I mean? Yeah, sugar's poison. I try to avoid it by all costs. So one of the secrets to alchemy and living a long life in good health, reduce or remove sugar from your diet. Sugar is poison. It causes the big C. When you drink, like, for example, if you had a can of soda, they show the sugar content. It's like 30% of the can. So you're just drinking liquid sugar. You know what I mean? And poison when you drink that crap. Black is the way to go. I'm the ganja farmer. Shout out Raza Afzal. Let's smoke that ganja, eh? The herb ski. You know I love the herb ski. I was actually just, you know what came up? One of the influencers I follow for holistic health, Barbara O'Neill, my favorite person to follow when it comes to health. She was talking about all the health benefits of rosemary. And I think JC told me she was going to send me some rosemary. So now I'm all excited to implement rosemary. Rosemary allegedly is the best thing for the brain. The best thing for the brain is rosemary. I forgot exactly how it was worded, but something to do with the brain performance. The best thing is this rosemary. So I'm like, yeah, I can use some of that. Imagine JV on rosemary. What? Game on. Hey, Nipsey. The pump's pup. Processed sugars, veggies, and fruits have sugar in them. Yeah, of course, I'm referring to artificial sugar. Obviously, sugar from fruits that are natural are going to be healthier. White sugar, refined sugar, bleached sugar, artificial sugar, high fructose corn syrup. This is like the worst of the worst. Artificial sugar. It's even cheaper than regular sugar, but it's going to be 10 times worse for you. Not health advice. Make America healthy again. Follow RFK Jr., not JV. But nonetheless, I know a little something about health. In fact, I'm going to show you a JV transformation photo, a throwback. Because I wasn't always ripped. I actually shared this on my timeline earlier. And it's like, JV 5 years. Within 5 years, I went from gut, out of shape, to ripped and shredded. So I know a little something about health. A little something. You feel me? I'm going full carnivore when I get back from my cruise. JV hasn't eaten meat since age 16, and that's a true story. You can be ripped and never eat meat. Yeah, health is an incredible thing. Rosemary, tasty too. Nice. Anyone else use rosemary herb? Let me know. I'm going, yeah, go for it. High fructose corn syrup is banned in a lot of the countries because it's poison. That girl is poison. Sugar is sugar. Natural sugar is maximum all the fruits. Look at that dad bod. Thank you, Dankness. Thank you. A lot of hard work. People ask, how'd you do it? What was the magic supplement? Oh, there's no magic supplement to getting shredded. It's hard work and dedication. That was 5 years of working out 7 days. Just like I do the podcast 7 days a week. That was working out for like 1 to 2 hours every day for 5 years. Like an hour cardio, boxing, martial arts, and then an hour push-ups, dips, you know what I mean, sit-ups, everything you could imagine. I was fully dedicated. That's the only way to transform like that. You got to have full dedication. Follow the CNA. Thank you. I'm down 50 pounds. Congratulations, brother. BS. Good for you. Rosemary is great on the poultry. Wowzer, JV. That's impressive. Sugar equals carbs. The hardest thing to stop. Yeah, you already know. Let's continue this convo about health a little later on in the stream. And let's, for now, continue with the news. Let's discuss this latest Gary Gensler attack and SEC attack. The next target for them to go after is NFTs. They're deeming all NFTs are unregistered securities, ultimately shaking down the largest NFT marketplace. So let's break this baby down, and then we'll dive into the $1 million projection of how we're likely to hit the milli mark by on-chain analyst Willy Woo, and we'll go from there. So yeah, this headline reads, SEC's next crypto target. Regulator goes after the NFT platform OpenSea. And before I read the story, here's some tweets. Someone wrote here, SEC claims NFTs are securities and threatens to sue OpenSea in a Wells notice. So they just received a Wells notice, I guess. Max Kaiser says, NFTs are unquestionably securities and that Gary Gensler is correct. Another person wrote, Luke Martin, the SEC is targeting OpenSea 24 hours after Trump launches new NFT collection is not a coincidence. In yesterday's podcast, I shared that Trump was launching an NFT collection on the Ordinals, which is the Bitcoin blockchain. Do you think this is a coincidence? Let me know. Remember when Biden-Harris admin sent $243 million worth of the Bitcoin to Coinbase immediately after the Trump proposal of a strategic Bitcoin reserve? I remember. We covered the story. Gary Gensler is not here to protect the investors. I agree with that. I think the last thing on his agenda is how to protect investors. I think the number one thing on his agenda, target crypto and shake them down and steal their money and cause chaos, panic, and uncertainty and FUD in the market. I stand by that. Let me know your thoughts. But meanwhile, here's the article. The U.S. SEC had made it a mission to target various crypto platforms, albeit with questionable success thus far. Next on the list is NFT platform OpenSea. Now, personally, I don't care. I'm not an NFT guy. I've never even invested into an NFT in my life. But to me, it's principle. I think everything Gary does is unlawful, and I can't wait for him to get fired by the Trumpster on day one. Let me know your thoughts. Now, Devin Finzer, OpenSea chief executive, tweeted the company he runs is the latest to receive a Wells notice from the SEC, which initiated that NFTs available to buy or sell on the platform could be unregistered securities, quoting him here. We are shocked the SEC would make such a sweeping move against creators and artists, but we are ready to stand up and fight for your right to oh wait, that's Beastie Boys. By targeting NFTs, the SECs would stifle innovation on an even broader scale. Hundreds of thousands of online artists and creatives are at risk, and many do not have the resources to defend themselves. Facts. Now, he described NFTs as creative goods, such as art, collectibles, event tickets, and others, which should not fall under the same category as securities like collateralized debt obligations and some crypto assets. And Finzer outlined, man, does Finzer not rhyme with Gensler? Anyways, outlined a few artists that have filed lawsuits against the agency, which according to him describes their fear that the sale of their art and music could be deemed unregistered security offerings. And additionally, OpenSea CEO said his team will pledge $5 million to help cover the legal fees of NFT creators and devs that receive a Wells notice. So that means if you have created an NFT, they could potentially come after you. That's precisely what they're trying to do right now. Now, some of the crypto companies that were targeted by the SEC include Ripple, Coinbase, Binance, Uniswap, Kraken, Consensus, and every single crypto company in the world that has any net worth worthy of talking about has pretty much been targeted by the SEC because that's what they do. You're dealing with the mafia. Gestapo. Just saying. Gensler's the Al Capone of crypto. Shaking you down. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with Max or do you agree with Luke? Let me know in the comments. And before we dive into our feature story of the day, we'll read everyone's comments out loud. Let's freaking go. Fire Gary Gensler. JV, I'm lagging. What do you mean I'm lagging? I'm a motherfucking dragon. NVIDIA earnings are out. Beat the street. Expect good things for tomorrow. Yeah, that's what's up. They not like us. They not like us. No hair Gare. Care Bear Gare. Not like us. My daughter has NFTs. Yeah, so they're going after your daughter. In fact, I saw a story earlier and I confirmed it with the news source. An 11-year-old in the UK was just arrested for a tweet. They're coming after you, family. They're coming after you. 11-year-olds are getting arrested for their free speech on social media. 11. The youngest to ever be arrested for exercising his free speech, First Amendment right. True story. 11. Yeah, free Ross, then fire Gary Gensler. Amen. I think that's correct. I think first and foremost, let's free Ross and then fire Gary. I like that. So how about this? Trump pardons Ross day one, and then Ross gets to make a video and say, Gary, you're fired. Now get the frick out. I like that. So I'm getting closer to finishing the first book of the series. The name will be Reborn in Crypto. When I release the ebook, everyone get ready for an epic orange pill. Can't wait for it, brother. I'll help you promote it here on the stream. Keep us posted. Buy the biddies. And don't forget, Dankness also has a YouTube channel. In fact, on my home page for my YouTube, which can be found at cryptonewsalerts.net, you're going to notice on the bottom, I feature my favorite channels, and Dankness's channel is called Coin IQ. Make sure to subscribe. He has some good education out there. What time? And shout out Chandy 10 Music, of course. We support her as well. Subscribe to her channel. She's on the cusp of hitting 100,000 subscribers. Now, check it out. We got now 1,000 live viewers, so I appreciate it, yo. You guys are amazing. 1776 is the answer to 1984. That would be fire. It's bad here in the UK. I know, yo. It's crazy. Coin IQ, it is. That's the username. That's the name of the channel. I believe Russia will go big on the biddy. On 1st of September, it'll become illegal for the big entities to trade for the biddy. The biddy, the biddy, the biddy, the biddy. I need the biddy. Someone need the biddy. Let's get the biddy. Chase the biddy. Kind of like Nipsey chasing the cat up the tree. You know how we do. But anyways, let's dive right into our feature story of the day, and then we'll dive into our Q&A segment of the show. So yeah, now for our feature story of the day, fam. Bitcoin needs equivalent of 1% of the global wealth assets to hit that $1 million milestone target, according to on-chain analysts Willy Woo. That's right. Shout out Willy Woo. And let's break down this story. Welcome everyone just joining the live stream. Here we go. Popular on-chain analyst Willy Woo says Bitcoin just needs a fraction of the capital stored in the global wealth assets to reach the 7-figure price tag. He shares with his 1.1 million followers on X. Bitcoin needs inflows of $5 trillion to move its price to $1 million per coin. Are you ready, fam? Now, according to the analyst, the figure equates to roughly 1% of the global wealth assets. He also notes $620 billion has been invested into Bitcoin so far, and he outlines how he calculated the $5 trillion number, quoting Willy Woo. Number one, what's the market cap need to be at 1 million? Assume that it is happening soon. So the circulating supply is 19.8 million coins, so $19.8 trillion market cap, which is roughly a 20x from today's market cap, just north of maybe 1.1 trillion Bitcoin, that is. And number two, what will the multiplier be between capital invested in the market cap? This is a measure of liquidity conditions, and the deeper the liquidity, the lower the multiplier. And number three, this metric is known, it is called the MVRV, which is the market value to realized value ratio. It was an 8x in the 2013 top, 4.8x in the 2017 top, 4.0 in the 2021 top. And based on this historic liquidity trend, we can expect the next top to be a 3.5x multiplier. And if we hit 1 million in the cycle after this, then the multiplier will be even less, given the trend and deeper liquidity, making it harder to move the price per dollar invested. So I'll use the 3.5x to be conservative on capital needed. You with me so far? Number four, 19.8 trillion divided by 3.5 equals $5.66 trillion, which needs to be stored in the network. This metric is called the realized capitalization. And since the blockchain records every wallet with a time signature, we can estimate that the price paid as it enters the wallet. Now, realized cap needs to get to $5.66 trillion. Number five. Since the realized cap is only $620 billion today, we need it to climb a further $5 trillion to reach our target. Now, here's his conclusion. The analyst says he doesn't think Bitcoin will reach the $1 million price target in the ongoing cycle, which means this particular cycle we're in, due to the significant amount of capital required. So unlike Jan 3's Samson Mao, who's predicting Bitcoin to likely hit 1 million per coin within the next 12 months, Willy Woo is not so optimistic. So he's saying in order to hit 1 million, we need to basically just tap into 1% of the global wealth, and Bitcoin will make that happen. However, he does not see it happening in this particular cycle. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the on-chain analysts, and when likely do you think the Bitcoin will hit $1 million per coin? My personal prediction is by the year 2029, which is the year following the next halving, scheduled to take place in roughly April of 2024. Let me know if you agree, disagree, and welcome to the Q&A segment of the live show, and let me read your comments. And yes, that's only with 1%. So you run the math. What if 5% of the total addressable market of the global wealth in the world were to flow into the biddy? We can 5x that estimate, $5 million per coin. What about 10%? $10 million per coin. 20%, 20 million per coin. 50%, 50 million per coin. Should I continue? Let me know. So I need to send JV the rosemary, sage, and sweet grass. I should add some thyme in there. Hey, I'll accept it all. Thank you, by the way. Looking forward to it. And thank you for the torch. The eagle has landed. Willie, adjust your total number of the biddy in circulation is less than 15 million. 3.6 million permanently lost. 1.1 million in the original Satoshi wallets never moved. 1.5. Yeah, he's being extremely conservative. So what I just shared with you is extremely conservative. And you make a great point, Greg. Thank you, Pirate. BTFD, I'm humming the song now. Nice, ring, me too. My gaming coin has a turbo to 80% lose. Cab these come back again. Fantastic. Folk music, eh? 140,000 is the cycle top. Predicts dirty, keeping it dirty. BTFD, eh? She's, I'll take the biddy price above the recent all-time high. That would be wonderful. I'll be happy if it's 1 million by 2030. More time to stack the biddy. Hope to be at 100,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, I think 100,000 is a very probable target in Q4. That's my projection. I think we can hit the 125,000 cup and handle pattern on the weekly chart, which I shared with you earlier. Highly optimistic to ask a 1 million target this cycle, but regardless if it will happen, keep stacking the biddy while the biddy is cheap. Time. Oh, did I say thyme? I knew that. Of course, the H is silent. Time. Thank you. So do I become like Neo in the Matrix where I can kind of transcend time, stop, dodge bullets? Because if that's what I can do, I'm all for the time. 500,000 to 750,000 predicts the Oracle as the cycle peak for 2025. Right on. I hope we hit that. 225,000 by the end of the year. If we hit 225,000 before the end of the year, then we'll be right on track for an easy 500,000 per Bitcoin, which is also Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin Stock Flow Models target, which we covered in yesterday's podcast. If you guys missed it, be sure to check it out. Yeah, man. So let's get it. Let's go. Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. We're live on X. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. What's popping? What's good? And again, anyone who reposts the stream will get reposted. Charlene wrote, the closer we get to the election, the more it seems they will not cede power. The things they're going to do target everyone of significance is mind-boggling. I fear we are done for. Genuine concern. I definitely feel you. And I believe if we didn't have self-custodied Bitcoin, yeah, we'd be doomed. So again, the antidote to the corruption and chaos, stack the biddy. Stack the biddy. Thank you, Diane. I just reposted you, and I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, so we got, looks like right now, we got 24 hearts and already 20 reposts. Thank you. And you guys can still find the stream pinned at the top of the profile. If you guys can repost it, greatly appreciated. It's a song, JV, Parsley, Sage, Rose. Oh, it's a real song? Interesting. It's called Scarborough Fair. Good to know. I'll have to check that one out. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod, which is exclusive on X and Rumble. So if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home. But you got to head on over to the Rumble if you want to continue on the stream with the uncensored version of the pod, which is the best part of the podcast. So if you made it this far, you might as well join us on the uncensored version. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And let's get ready to rumble. And we'll give it a minute. We should be switching out. We appreciate everyone's support today. My end of the year